Blessed love, once again, thank you for taking this time to watch this video. I honestly, if you ask me, I will disassociate Pastor Alph having anything to do with this, seeing that he was in the middle of his regular Sunday service and he was interrupted by the announcer who told him what was happening on the outside, in which I am safely sure to say that he had nothing to do. It wasn't a stage setup on Pastor Al's part. If you ask me, we all know the controversy surrounding it. We all know what it entails, but I was personally doing some retracting on most of the videos since they have been uploaded to social media. I've even saw one particular news interview with the boss of ELLIOT, and he was making it known that ELLIOT is accustomed staging these shows. He clearly stated that he talks a lot about it, and he even said that he even did one at Hallelujah Ministries in times past as well too, as if he was in a wheelchair being able to walk after. I want to say that when Pastor Alph Lukau was drawn to the attention of the hearse outside and to the movement of the guy's fingers or whatsoever it was, on reaching outside now, when he realized what was going on in the hearse now, at that moment he told everyone that the fella or the guy was breathing. So I honestly believe that he knew that this person was not dead. That is why that was his reason for saying that he is breathing, in which he also said the same thing during the service after that episode. On that same day, he also said to the congregation that the guy was breathing when he was inside the church after that miracle outside. So therefore, if he knew the fella was breathing, then he must be just thought that the fella was probably clinically dead, and the duty of any pastor would have even been to assist someone who is clinically dead as well too, as long as they are blessed with the gifting to do that. We discredit all the miracles we see in his other videos with countless other miracles and prophecies and different things, and we keep on discrediting it, but God still speaks today as well too. I just want to say that if ELLIOT is affiliated with doing things like this, now if the financial arrangement to the funeral service was not covered by Pastor Alph Lukau or the Hallelujah Ministries, then we need to ask ourselves as to who is to be responsible for the hiring of the hearse and for the orphan as well too. Let me see. After seeing that the guy was moving, that it was a state that he was in a coma or something. Now, I know there's a lot pertaining to this as well too. And I know he said that the guy who has been dead for 3 days at the morgue. Now, that piece of information that Pastor Alph Lukau said about the guy being in the morgue for 3 days, this was the information that was passed on from the announcer, who received her information from the family of ELLIOT, and he couldn't do nothing at the moment, knowing that service was going on and different things as well too. Plus, it might be reasons that it could be cases that he was live streaming all these different things. So he didn't want to interrogate or investigate everything at the particular moment because of probably what was going on, in which that is why he took the time to say it during the service that everybody involved must be investigated and interviewed. This was his words, because a man being in the spirit, I am honestly sure that he had know what was going on. He said that they say he was in the morgue for 3 days, so he said he wanted to investigate those from the morgue. Also, he said he would like to have different people who was involved interviewed as well too. As far as it goes for him not being on other radio stations, as far as other people are concerned about as well, I would say probably that we don't know if he have lawyers who are filing cases or whatever as well. So we cannot be too quick and too rushed to judge, right? I want to say Pastor Alph is a good man, and he's a man of God, and he is very respected. And if it was not so, I would have been on the side with everybody else who is probably against him at this moment, in which I see no fault with him. Let us just say that seeing that Elliot was accustomed doing this for a period of time now, what if Elliot was looking for a certain amount of social attention, in which he is getting today? Let us just say if it is that now. What if it was a case of trying to discredit Pastor Alph Lukau and Hallelujah Ministries? So that is why I'm saying that probably we will need to hear from Elliot, which I will say is the missing piece for the puzzle right now, as to bring some sort of clearance as to everything what is going on right now, in which many are overlooking the significance of what Elliot may have to say, or what is his true involvement as to who did he stage it for, if it was for himself to gain recognition, or if it was to discredit the church and the pastor, or for whatever reason. He need to come out to the forefront and say. So this is what I gather from all this at this particular time, due to retracting many of the videos that has been circulated thus far, in which I want to say that let us not be too quick to make our judgments if we do not know the entire story as yet. Because if the file do really come out that it was staged by Elliot, everybody who was doing videos to defame Pastor Alph will end up being in some sort of trouble. Let us not go down this route as well too. Let us keep things peaceful, and even what man probably will get away on earth, he will cannot get away from God when the time of judgment reach. Let us not make this into something out of proportion, as it is already heading in a direction. Let us hear what Elliot will have to say, and let us hear what other new evidence that will come forward. Let us wait a little bit and let us keep on retracting, so we could have a better understanding of ourselves as to what could probably really be going on pertaining to this matter. Thank you for taking this time to watch. God's richest blessings, and blessed love.
In the middle of an ongoing service, Pastor Alph Lukau is interrupted with the shocking news that a hearse transporting an apparently dead body to Zimbabwe for burial has driven onto the church premises of Hallelujah Ministries International.
Speak to me.
Pastor Alph, I went outside. There is a family that is about to take a corpse to Zimbabwe.
Upon arrival at the scene, Pastor Alph Lukau is caught by surprise at what he sees, and he brings both the congregants and the viewers' attention to this unusual phenomenon. The man is said to be breathing, his tongue is moving, and his eyes slightly opened.
You know what happened? Can you see he's breathing?
Hey!
After the man, identified as Elliot, gets up, all begin to celebrate and give praise to God. Because of this most unusual occurrence, Pastor Alph Lukau publicly announces and emphasizes that everyone with knowledge of Elliot's death and connection or interaction with the subject in any way be interviewed.
I wanted people after him. I want you to follow the track so I may know the extent of the miracle.
Yes.
I'm not verifying a miracle as if I'm doubting a miracle. I need to understand the extent of what happened.
Yes.
If he had a doctor, I want him interviewed.
Yes, man of God.
The family say he was in the mortuary.
Yes, Pastor.
Since Friday.
Since Friday.
I want everyone in that mortuary interviewed.
All right.